I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan. Dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, it was so beautiful to hear Rohit sing that. And I just feel Rohit is an example of what Balvikas does. This is such a beautiful program that Swami had started, and it's growing. The importance of this Balvikas, when I just think of it, it just cannot be overemphasized. Every parent, it's by default, every parent wants the best for his or her child. As a parent, now I know, and it is default, not just something special for human beings. Every crow wants the best for the crowling, every eagle wants, every dog, every rat, every cat, every animal wants the best for their child. And we humans also want the best for our children. And that is why you will see, as the child is born, even before it puts its first steps, we start enrolling the children. Dance class, music class, art class, painting, musical instrument, judo, karate. Nowadays, so many child prodigies are coming up. If you look on YouTube or anywhere else, you will see so many child prodigies. At the age of 8, they will be winning chess tournaments. At the age of 10, they will be singing Shiva Tandava Stotrams with such vigor and energy. So much so that people asked, is it that special beings are being born nowadays? That is one way of looking at it. The other way I look at it is, now, two things we have all recognized. One is the immense potential that children have. Anything you tell them, they will learn. I was amazed when my 2.5-year-old daughter started chanting Tachai or Avrini Mahe. How? Because I was teaching my elder daughter. I was fascinated. Because at that age we expect them to sing only Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right? That is because they are exposed to that. Anything they are exposed to, they absorb like sponge. Children will just absorb anything. Anything. With equal absolute detachment and nothing, they will just absorb. And parents have become aware of that, and therefore they expose them. The other day I saw an advertisement for coding. 6-year-olds can go for coding. Oh my God. Coding for 6-year-olds. But then you have music classes for 6-year-olds. Everything start early. Start early, drive slowly, reach safely. No? The drive slowly, reach safely part we don't know. But start early, everybody does. That is why I feel we are seeing a proliferation of these children who are doing amazing things. It's not as if children 100 years back were not amazing. Just no opportunities. I want to teach my child violin. How? I don't know. The only violin whom I know, violin master who stays, he is in Tamil Nadu, 6,000 kilometers away. We can't. Now it is there. Even if he is 6,000 kilometers away via Zoom, not just Zoom, Google Meet, how many options we got? Teams, we got 100 options to do, learn offline also. So on one hand we have recognized, we know that this is the age to give them the best. And we want to give the best. But here is a critical question we have to ask. What is best for the children? What is it that is good for the children? For those who need to leave, I will give the short-term answer right away. The answer is Balvikas. If you are interested in how and why, then please sit and listen. The answer is very simple. It's Balvikas. It's like Swami telling, very simple. The ultimate truth is you and I are God. That's all. The truth is very simple. No whole lifetime you need to achieve the how and why of it will take the whole lifetime. So Swami says the process of education is not about stuffing something into the child. The process of education is to bring out what's in a child. Albert Einstein once famously said, if you grade a fish on its ability to climb the tree, it will always fail. Because fish is not meant to climb the tree. And you need not teach the fish how to swim faster, swim better, swim deeper, nothing. It is already within it, it will express. You need not teach the monkey how to climb trees, and no problem. Just take care of the monkey will learn on its own. Same way, in the animal kingdom, the fishes and monkeys are like that. In the human kingdom also, the fishes and monkeys are like that. The gymnast is already there. You just have to nurture the gymnast. So these abilities, definitely by nurturing, they come out. But what I would feel based on Swami's education system is these are all secondary. If you look at the way the avataric mission unfolded, what is the avataric mission? We keep using Swami's mission, Swami's mission. What is Swami's mission? If we look at his so-called education mission, we say, yes, Swami set up schools and university. But very interestingly, before the university came up, the hostel came up. Swami was not so keen on classroom education. He wanted just the hostel. In fact, the earliest hostel, the boys would stay in Vrindavan. They are staying with Swami, but they are attending Bangalore University colleges. They are not going to Swami's college. It doesn't matter, Swami has something you do. But then Swami has himself given a beautiful example. He would say that, when this Krishna does mischief, Yashoda wants to punish him. But if Krishna sees the stick, then he will not come near Yashoda. So what Yashoda would do is hide her stick behind her back and show butter and tell, come Krishna, I will give you butter. And when Krishna comes, she will catch him and tell, like, you are stealing butter? So Swami would say, same way, if I tell you what I am actually giving, what you deserve, Atma Vidya, you won't come, nobody will come. Nobody will tell, hey child, study well and join, Atma Vidya will get. No, what is the use of all this Balvikas and what it will give? Will it earn money? Will it My further question is, as adults, we need to think, what is it that this money will give? Yes, to a certain extent, we need for our food, clothing and shelter. But beyond that, what it has given? It has ruined our lives, and we ourselves will tell, don't become like me. Full time I am no life only. Work-life balance, what is this? Nothing, no happiness. And yet, we guide our children onto that same path. We leave, now exam is coming, don't go to Balvikas. If we are truly convinced on what is important in life, whether it is exam or not, don't miss Balvikas. Don't miss Balvikas. Because what Balvikas does is something phenomenal. As I said, the whole education process is about bringing out what is within, right? What is within. That only comes out. And when does it come out? What is within truly comes out in difficult situations. When things are going good, you feel, why do we need this Balvikas? Why do we need? It's in tough times that you see the difference, because that difference comes from within. You take a lemon, for example, and squeeze the lemon. Squeeze it. You will get sour juice. How much ever you squeeze it in whatever angle, wherever in the world, the juice will be sour only. Correct? Can you get some sweet juice from lemon? You can't. Because inside the lemon, it is sour juice. You take the cucumber and squeeze it, you will get tasteless juice. Wherever in the world, American cucumber, Indian cucumber, Sri Lankan cucumber, Jupiter cucumber, Neptune cucumber if possible, it will all be tasteless only, because that is what is inside the cucumber. Same thing, you take the grape, sweet juice will come. So also in our life, when we are pressured, when our kids are pressured, what juice comes out of them? Is it sweet? Is it tasteless? Is it sour? To make that sweet juice, I am reminded of a discourse Swami delivered on the 30th of December 1983. It was a Balvikas Conference being held in Prashanti Nilayam, a 5-day conference. All gurus and children had all gathered there. As they gathered, the previous evening, there was a sudden storm in Puttaparthi. Big storm. And because of the storm, the Shamiana and tents under which these children were there just gave way and collapsed on the children. On the children. Amazing thing is, all the children are sitting there chanting Sai Ram, Sai Ram. No panic, no fear. They were chanting Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Nobody was harmed. They came and lifted back the tent, the Shamiana. All the children were fine. And they thanked Swami for his grace. And in the discourse, before the discourse, Swami mentioned, Swami said, even before this conference is starting, you can see what Balvikas does. They are fearless. They are calm in the face of danger. Because death can come anytime. We have all seen it. Whether it's in the pandemic time or non-pandemic time accident, I need not go into details. I have myself seen how death simply comes anytime. And that is the greatest fear we have in life. And these children being able to tell Sai Ram and be there, Swami said, that is what Balvikas does. What greater pressure situation you can get in life for a child. The roof falling and them being calm. Whether you can't say whether they will get injured, they won't get injured. I remember a story of that I had read in a book, which says that there's this master sitting and talking to his disciples, and suddenly there's an earthquake. So all the disciples just run out because the building is shaking. They run. They're running down the steps of the building. See, it doesn't matter, right? If the building is going to collapse, whether you're in the bedroom or in the corridor or on the steps, you're all going to equally die. But they're running. They run round the steps and just out of the building. The tremors have stopped. All are safe. Abba, thank God, all are safe. Suddenly, where's Guru? Where is their master? Their master, nothing. They left everything and ran. Oh, where is Guru? There. Go back, no? Guru is back up there, sitting in the same place. So it will, Guru, you are amazing, fantastic, you are phenomenal. Why? Because you didn't run only. Guru said, who said? I ran. You ran, you are sitting there. We are out already. We forgot you and went off. You are still sitting there. No, I also ran. The difference is you ran outside. I ran inside. That ability to turn inwards in the face of any situation doesn't come easily. It has to be trained, and there we have to start early, drive slowly, then only we will reach safely. I am not saying that by joining Balvikas, if the house collapses, you won't get injured. I am not saying that. What I am saying is, when the house collapses, whether I get injured or not, I will be at peace and happy. That is what we are all searching for in life. Everything that we do in our life, we are doing it for happiness, whether we accept it or not. And that's why Swami would say, why do you come and ask money? Because Swami, if I get money, my family will be fine. If my family is fine, then I will be fine. Then I will be happy. You want happiness? No, directly ask happiness. We ask for things that we think will bring happiness. And then we get it and, I didn't give happiness. Something else. Replace it with another desire, another desire, another desire. You want to study, you want to get good marks, then you get a good job, then you get a good wife or a good husband, then you want children. That also. After one child, you want second child. Then the child should study. Then you start the same cycle for the child. Oh, the child should study well, the child should get a good job, child should earn well, child should settle down, child should get married, child should get child. Then the child should get another child. Okay, done. No, you are well settled, your children are well settled, your children have children. Now happy? No, my grandchildren, no, I want to see them graduating. I want to see my grandchild getting married. I want to see my grandchild's child. It will not end only. And by the time it's time to go, and Swami would say, God will send indicators. How? Like this, see, first indicator, already I have got grey hair. But what we'll do? We'll put dye and become smart, fine. Second indicator, you're coloring your hair, I'll remove your hair only. That hair I remember one of our brothers, seniors, his name was Nitin Acharya. He had the chance of serving Swami intimately and helping him everything. So there was a time when he had so much white hair. So I asked him, Bhaiya, what happened? How you got so much white hair? He said, when I came to Swami, I had just few grey hairs. He was in his early 40s maybe, or 30s when he came to Swami. So he said, I had only few grey hair. And Swami touched me on my head. Then, see, they say when Swami touches, you get moksha, nirvana. I said, nothing. Swami, just change those grey hairs to black. That is enough. So I asked him, so then Swami didn't do that or what? Swami did. Then, whatever was grey, he made it black. Whatever was black, he made it grey. That is why. So then Swami said, God sent second indicator. All the hair start dropping off. Then we put wig. Then we are fine. Then we start losing teeth. We fix dentures. We get a great smile. In fact, we get a smile that is better than our original also. Because originally we had made little crooked teeth and now neatly fixed. Computer cut dentures we have got now. They say, in fact, like at old age, husband and wife are lying down. The husband gets up and goes to the bathroom. The wife asks, dear, where are you going? He says, I'm going to brush the teeth. She says, please brush mine also. Because both are there in one container kept over there. You can brush. But we have teeth. And skin starts, we have other, everything. Even at age 90, we look like 40, 50. And suddenly death comes and says, hey God, why this suddenly? What suddenly? 20, 30 years I am giving indication. Everyone is headed towards this only. Whole life you have got to prepare for that, but we don't prepare. When we travel from one place to another, If I take a flight go from Bangalore to Delhi, why am I taking the flight? Because I want to go to Delhi. The goal is to reach Delhi. Imagine, what is the movie available on the flight? What is the menu on the flight? It's okay. It's okay to enjoy what food we get on the flight, what book we read, what movie we watch. But the objective of going into flight is not to read the movie, eat the... If you just go up and they feed you nice food and get you back to Bangalore, no, useless. Waste of money, we will say. So also it is good. It is fine. Marry somebody, career you build, all that is fine. But it is all part of the journey. Ultimately we have to reach the goal. If that doesn't happen, whole thing is useless. And for that we have to start early. We have to teach the child that, oh child, you are climbing the aircraft in Bangalore. No, you have to get down at Delhi. You are not climbing the aircraft to eat food and have fun and talk and chat. No. That you can do. But remember, you have to get down at Delhi. That is most important. So important that even if you cannot go in flight, you can go in train also. No problem. In train also we like, we want to go in AC. We want higher berth. We tell that, my caste, I am higher. Higher berth, lower berth. That all berth go to that same destination only. We give so much importance, higher berth, lower berth, this seat, that seat. All that is okay for convenience. But doesn't matter. Even RAC if we go, even standing we go, unreserved we go, we'll reach. Just the conveniences. We are so lost in conveniences that we forget the most important things in life. So, in that discourse on 30th December 1983, Swami said, what are the 4 qualities everyone requires, right from child till the adult stage, to be successful in life? First quality Swami said is Shanti. And that is what these children exhibited, Shanti. Shanti doesn't mean keeping the mouth shut. Shanti means being equanimous in state of joy and sorrow. Ultimately, that's what Shanti means. The other 3 Swami said is Satya, Anasuya and Nirahankara. Satya is knowing the truth. Anasuya means lack of jealousy, no envy. And Nirahankara means no ahankara, no feeling, no me, mine, I, selfishness, no selfishness. These 4 qualities are needed. Without it, sans this, and that's how I remembered sans, S-A-N-S, Satya, Anasuya, Nirahankara and Shanti. Sans these 4, life is useless. And already in Balvikas, you see the children exhibiting Shanti, not just this ultimate Shanti of fearlessness. How many have said, my child was like a monkey without a tail, but this Balvikas, they used to tell the children, we'll cut your tail. But Balvikas doesn't cut the tail. It evolves the monkey into humans. Suddenly, they can't believe it only. Something happened. It's amazing how many like these stories are there. Even in the physical, worldly sense, it makes so much benefits. It will build in an attitude that will help your child get a better job also. It will help. As children, it will look like if I am very noisy, this boisterous, that is what, those are the children who become like leaders, gang leaders among the children. Okay. But as you grow even till your high school or your college, even the children will understand that those who have been calm, they are the ones who are topping, they are the ones who are achieving. Others will not. Those are the qualities for life that Balvikas builds. I was speaking to one Shobha auntie who stays at Whitefield, Kadugodi Samiti there. She has been running Balvikas from 2-3 decades now. She was telling about one boy called Ganesh. He came from a very, very difficult background. And possibly because of that background, extreme poverty, possibly father drinks and mother is not in a proper job, no time to spend with the child. This child used to be extremely selfish and aggressive. Anything he'll go grab, he wants it for himself. How much you ever nothing. You beat also no problem. Beat, I'll take the beating, but possibly he must be thinking, not that any Balvikas guru beats, but he's so hardened. Scolding and all doesn't matter only. You scold whatever, I receive 10 times or more of this at home. What is the scolding going to do? It is the love that transforms, the love. She told me, Arvind, 2 years back, there was somebody's birthday, he was wearing a new t-shirt. Who? I asked him how, because the other child also was from a little poor background. So she said, oh, very nice. Who got you this t-shirt? Your mother? No, Ganesh gave. Ganesh? How? This Ganesh has got a new t-shirt and he says to his guru that you taught, no? That we should share and care. A boy who would fight and snatch at breadcrumbs and bun is giving up a new t-shirt that he got because it's the other's birthday and the birthday boy doesn't have. This beautiful sensitivity in a matter of 5 years. It is a miracle. That's why Swami would say, my greatest miracle is the miracle of the transformation of the heart. Not this creating chain. Swami would call this creating chain, creating ring, even curing cancer as visiting cards. What's a visiting card? Somebody gives, right? This is my visiting card. Means it is just an introduction to that person. So miracles are just an introduction to Swami. They don't define Swami. And Swami said the greatest miracle is the transformation of the heart. And that miracle is what this Balvikas is achieving. And it's not just for the children, It's even for the Guru Mata also. Another, my sister's mother-in-law, Mrs. Geeta Kalyan Raman, she has been running Balvikas at Kalyan Nagar. And she said, for my own son, I have not done this much. I go and see their competition when they are participating in sports, I go. For my Balvikas children. Swami says, right, that expansion love comes in. Where you see not just, this is my child, that's all. I want to do for my child. So many more. We have to grow. In fact, that is one reason why other than some exceptional beings like Adi Shankara or Ramanuja possibly, for everybody else it is recommended that you do Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Go through these stages. Get married. Very few can stay like that, without marriage and achieve the highest. Why? Because we have to evolve. When we are bachelors or when we are alone, both boys and girls, only thing we think of is ourselves. Me, mine, that's all. We never think only. They say love is blind, marriage is an eye-opener. Truly, that's what happens. Any marriage, you see, even in movies when you see, they will show the whole thing where there's a romance going on between the hero and heroine and everything, and finally, the movie finishes with their marriage. That's all. They don't show what happens after that usually, mostly, right? Because that is when you realize how tough it is to live with just one more person. How I thought that I can't live life without you. I can't live life with you, yaar. What? I can't do anything that I like. Terrible you are. And as you are thinking that, your spouse is also thinking the same. My God, what I married this person. Because it's so tough to just, how we love ourselves, just to love another person like that is so difficult. It takes years. And somehow you rub and the sharp edges get smoothened and slowly some kind of balance is coming in when the third being pops up, child. So come, love me also selflessly and show, oh my God. How many times you look and what we'll do with this child here? Put them in Balvikas. That's what I'm saying. Life will become more harmonious. Why? Because this expansion love happens. We have to expand. Start loving your family, then you start loving your extended family. Many times we can love the family, extended family. Yo, that uncle, abba, terrible. Can't go only. You go to marriage, there will be 10 groups. This auntie's group, that uncle's group, this, that. No, each one will be talking about other group. Because it's so tough to love someone. But ultimately, when we have to evolve and reach peace, reach happiness, we have to have that love for everyone, expansion love. That is why this whole life is a training for that. And as I said, not just for the Balvikas children, for those who are Balvikas gurus or who want to take care of the children also, it's a beautiful evolutionary experience. Expansion love automatically gets built in. Why? In that same discourse, I am going back again and again, please refer to that discourse, read that discourse, 30th of December 1983. Swami says, the basis for all these four, Satya, Anasuya, Nirahankara and Shanti, the basis for all these four is prema. Without love, you won't be able to do. Love is the greatest weapon. That's why Swami would say, prema swarupalara. For transformation, right? Transformation is the greatest miracle. And how he does the transformation? Through love. Through love. Let me narrate the story of one Arun Patro. He's about 5-6 years elder to me now. But when he was a child, Orissa, everyone calls him Raja Bhaiya, Arun Patro. When he was a child, He was the 5th or 6th child, and though he was in a nuclear family, it felt like a joint family for him. So many kids. So he didn't get that much of parents' attention. He became a very mischievous child. In fact, there's nothing like a mischievous child. It is natural for child to do mischief. They are curious, they will try to explore. A mischievous child is possibly that with whom the parents haven't got enough time to spend time with, that's all. That's why they feel like what all he is doing, what all she is doing. But the child is doing mischief, so to get relief from his mischief, the parents put him into this Balvikas. They thought, they heard from someone that, hey, you know what, all these children who go there, for 2 hours they chant shlokas, 1.5 hours they'll be chanting shlokas, they'll do bhajans, they become disciplined. For the parents it was, forget all of that, 1.5 hours, somebody is taking care and he is not there to eat our head, no, let him go. That's how they put him. And it was so phenomenal. The kind of growth that happened in Arun Patro, he saw all this. He didn't know Satya Sai Baba, nothing. He saw that his guru is keeping one photo like this of Swami, right behind everywhere Swami is there talking. So he went and asked his mother, oh, why do they worship a living person? Oh, living person is being, that is one for her mother, for his mother. It was like, oh, because they already had another guru. So they're taking you to some other, oh, no. Hey, no, nothing. Our guru only is best. So he began to ask, why is your guru best? Your guru is also living, no? Living. Why is not this guru good? These kind of, can you imagine a 10-year-old asking these questions, 11-year-old asking these questions? That is what happens. These are the important questions in life. See, in spirituality, there is no right answer. There is no right answer at all. But there is always the right question. In fact, Swami says the entire spirituality is about asking, who am I? A few years back, when my elder daughter, Bhakti, she was barely 3.5, she saw one dead butterfly. And she asked, Dad, why is that butterfly not flying? I said, because it's dead. Dead means? Now, how do you explain death to a 3-year-old? I said, Bhakti, it will go to sleep and it will not fly again at all. Why? See, anything that is there will grow and become big. After becoming big, it will die. This is only called dying. She's saying, I'm wondering what all, I just don't know. How do you explain death to a person who doesn't know anything, right? See, that's why I'm saying all this is already there. You don't have to teach anything. Just make the environment and be open, transparent, and I mean, when we have that focus as Swami and important things in life, things automatically come. That night, she asked me, Dad, that butterfly, where did it actually go? I mean, what do you mean? You said it died, no? See, when it was living, something was there. Now that is not there. Where did that butterfly go? I thought, Abba, this much you understood, no? Then I said, listen. So there's something called life. The butterfly had life. When it died, the butterfly's body remained there. The life went to Swami. I thought, oh, okay. Understood order. Then the next thing she said, just stumped me totally. So she said, Dad, that means when I say bhakti is the life inside me, is it? She asked. I said, Bhakti? I was like, wow, man, amazing. I was very thrilled. And nothing but influence of Swami's teachings, Balvikas. See, Balvikas is not just about an official class once a week you hold like some Sunday school. No. It's about a way of life. It's about teaching Bala Vikas, the Vikas, true growth of Bala youngsters. Teaching them what is the truth in life. Everything else is mithya, everything else is illusion. But to teach that we should know it, no. Many times parents say, how do we make our children love Swami? How do you make your children love masala dosa and sambar? Because you love masala dosa and sambar and cook it 3 times a week. Naturally they'll love it, no? Thing is, we don't spend time in bhajan, we don't do time in seva, but we want our children to be Prahlada and Mirabai. How it will happen? If I behave like Wali, I will get Angada only. I mean, that is what it is. It is not by, also it's not about hammering them and telling them, I keep doing this little experiment many times. Some of you might know it, but just humor me, because even if 2-3 people don't know it, it will make an impact. For the next 2 minutes, whatever I tell you to do, please do that, okay? Please raise your right hand. Please raise your right hand. You also. Now put your right hand on your head. Put your right hand on your chest and put your right hand on your chin. See, the chin is this, but this is a cheek. Okay. So, some very attentive people, yes, put it on the chin. But this is how it is. We don't follow words, we follow actions. Hey, no keeping awake at night, okay? And I'll be awake at night. The other day while having food, Bhakti tells me, Dad, you said it's bad to do anything else while eating. Yeah. Why are you watching your phone? Oh, okay. Oh, it's for different for dad. For adults it's different. They will see through the hypocrisy very soon. They learn not by things we say, but things that are left unsaid. The children will learn. So that is what it is. We have to be ideals, and then it will automatically come in. Took Bhakti to Prashantinilayam Mandir inside. Then her question, I don't know how to answer this. She asked, Dad, you said that when somebody dies, their body remains and life goes to Swami. Yeah. And you're telling inside that mandir there, Swami's body is there. Yeah. Everybody is going to Swami. Whom Swami went to? I have no idea. Good question, Bhakti. Think about it. Because as I said, in spirituality, it is not about the answers. It's about the question. Are the children asking the right questions? Enough. If the child says, so much they are doing for money, but the richest man is not happy. Why? I need not explain why the richest man is not happy. Good question. Think about it. That's all. That's all. It's about the right question. Bhruguvalli is that only. Whole Bhruguvalli he comes. Varuna he comes. When he comes and he tells his father, I've discovered. No. Go find out more. The father never gives the answer, because giving the answer will not be appreciated. Swami has already given us the answer. Who am I? I am God. Any difference it made in my life? Nothing it made. That's why giving the answer is very easy. Go experience the answer. And Balvikas is a way where Balvikas, or different parts of the world they call it spiritual education, SSE, whatever may be the term, but it's about this. It's about building the important questions in life. That is what Arun Patro, Raja Bhaiya was asking. What is the difference? Why this guru? Why that guru? What is the... He developed a nature and a broad-mindedness that his own parents did not have. And finally, when he went to Puttaparthi, it was love at first sight for him. Can't explain why. He just decided, I want to be with Swami. And his parents were very upset. Are yaar, our guru, you are not coming behind, you are going behind that guru. Trust me, if the parents were sincerely going behind the guru, no, they will not feel threatened at all. Because when you truly follow a master, you know that every being has his or her own path. Are I am Sai devotee, my child is not Sai devotee, no problem. Let the child know that what is important in life is not money, career and all this, because that is just needed for you to maintain your body. What will give you peace and happiness is something beyond. If you find that in Buddhism, go find it in Buddhism. I am not telling you follow Swami only. No problem. That broad-mindedness comes in the parents when we are truly following. But what did they do? They told stop Balvikas. They stopped him from Balvikas. You can remove a child from Balvikas, but you can't remove the Balvikas from the child. Because this guy didn't give up Swami. He kept Swami. That's why I am telling, it's not about a formal class only. It's about building these important things in the child. He kept following, and later he joined Pre-Sevadal and travelled to Prashantinilayam to do Seva. And 1994, he got duty near Swami's residence. He was very happy. At that time they said, no, somebody else, some other in charge who is there, Chiranjeevi Rao sir, he is very happy with your efficiency. He wants you to be there with him. Which means he is giving up his place at Swami's residence. He happily gave it up. He said, no, any seva to Swami is seva, no? He gave that up. I mean, when you say Anasuya, when you don't feel jealous, envy, and see the test that came to him, he gave up that place, and the person who came in his place, 2 days later Swami gave him interview. Just imagine how he should feel. Huh? First of all, he lost that important place duty, and then the person who came in his place got interview from Swami, but he was very calm. Okay. Swami knows the seva that I am doing. Last day of seva, when those days Swami used to give Pad Namaskar to all the people who had done seva, he also received Pad Namaskar. When he was going, suddenly Brother Dilip Chaudhary, who used to stay with Swami at that time, comes running, called out, Raja, Raja. He was called to Swami's residence. Raja goes. And Swami, as soon as Swami pats him and says, what do you want? He is not expecting this question. He says, Swami, can you give your Angavastra? He said, Swami, can you give me your dress? I want to keep it like that is my. Swami said, yeah, sure. Swami asked for one robe and dhoti to be brought. I'll give it to you. And then Swami said, now what do you want? Ask. Oh, I was not ready for first only. And anyway, something that came, I asked. Swami, maybe one white dress for me, Swami. I said, okay, send word, get safari cloth, will give him. Now what do you want? Swami, what do you want? Swami, I want you, Swami. Very good. Ask only this. Ask only this. Swami says, right, I give you what you ask so that one day you will ask what I have come to give. He's giving, yeah, you robe, you take. No, come to the main point. Come to the main point. What do you want Swami? No, ask Swami. Ask this only. Be convinced, because this is the most important thing in life. Seek only God. Nothing else matters. Because ultimately in your life you want peace, happiness, contentment that will come from God and God alone, from nowhere else. Nowhere else. That is why every person sought merger with God. Swami, I want you. Annamacharya. Oh God, when I see that movie I get tears. So beautiful. God bless the people who made that movie. Annamacharya, he realizes that his kirtanas are such that people have heard his kirtanas and achieved God. But I have written the kirtanas and I have not achieved God. Decides, too much this is. Too much. Balaji, Venkatramana, this is too much. He picks up all his kirtanas, goes and tells, take it, I don't want. Give me merger with you. Please. And that beautiful scene, the final scene, the way it is picturized. Wow. The Lord comes. And as he is falling, he holds him. He says, what do you want, Annamacharya? Annamacharya says, you held me. What else I want? Hold me in your embrace for all my life. That's all I want. And then he says, hey, but Annamacharya, don't. I will give you eternal life. He says, you Jagannataka Sutradhari, don't tempt me. I don't want that. It's like telling, don't get down in Delhi, sit in the aircraft only. I'll give you nice food. Paisam I'll give. You don't give paisam. Paisam is poison without you. Lord, I don't want. And then the most beautiful thing, the Lord says, Annamacharya, I don't want you to merge in me, because if you merge in me, who will sing for me, Annamacharya? Who will sing for me? Oh, we think that the devotee is searching for the Lord is searching for the devotee. Vetukuchunnanu nenu, vetukuchune unnanu. Swami, I am searching and searching for anybody who will love me selflessly. The Lord is searching. That's why, right, Swami says, in the beginning there was nothing. I separated myself from myself to love myself. Possibly the Advaita is boring not just for us, even for God. Here, what I'll do, only I am existing. So I'll separate myself only. So that at least somebody else I can love, no? That's why Swami says, I separate myself from myself to love myself. And then unable to bear that separation, we want to merge back in Him. And we merge back in Him. And again He'll separate it. That is the cycle of life. Like water cycle, no? You would all have studied in school. Water is evaporated by the sun from the ocean. You would have made models also in 3rd standard, 4th standard. First you will do drawing, then you will stick actually clouds and all. It will go cloud, rain, fall, river, come back to ocean. That's all, cycle. That's all. That is the cycle of this whole creation as well. To know this truth, just knowing this truth makes you realize, now in this thing, till yesterday when you were driving near MG Road, somebody bumped your car, no? One scratch came, you fought for 20 minutes there. Is that important? What? When we are immersed in this thought, automatically priorities in life get set right. Okay, fine, you go ahead. Fine. He called me donkey, so what? We get so affected. As if I am really a donkey and it's a secret that he has revealed to the world like that. Nothing. In fact, speaking of criticism, Swami had told in one discourse, Swami said, see, people if they come and call me Buttatala Sai Baba, basket-headed Sai Baba. Swami said, I won't get upset. Because correct, no. I am basket-headed only. My head is like basket, so what? So I won't get affected. But if people come and call me Buttatala Sai Baba, meaning bald-headed Sai Baba, then also I won't get affected, because that's not true. So So either case, whether they are telling truth or not, I won't get affected. Because if they are telling the truth, what is there to get affected? That's the truth. If they are telling lies, what is there to get affected? They are telling lies. Huh? So simple, Swami said. So that was the lesson that this Raja Bhaiya Arun Patro got. Seeking God always. He went back and his family were not happy, but he was very happy and peaceful. He found purpose in life. It's like, Prahalada is opposing his own father. Because father, yes, I understand, father, mother. Swami says, Matudeva Bhava, Pitrudeva Bhava, all that is fine as long as they don't come in your path to God. But when they come in path to God, Prahalada defied his own father. Bharata disobeyed his own mother. Vibhishana disobeyed his own brother. They gave up. No need. Because I want the Lord. Ultimately, that's what Swami says, your true bandhuvulu, your true relations are those who take you to God. That's why Swami says, yogis are your true friends. Your true friends are yogis. And that is why Swami would tell the children, he would come and ask, how many brothers? How many brothers you have got? No brothers. Hey, everybody is brothers, Swami will tell. Oh. How many sisters you have got? Huh? You don't know?
I can't count.
You can't count. All are sisters. How many friends have you got? You can't count. No, only one friend. God is your only. This is how Swami would tell, Because when he asks the children, how many brothers? First they'll tell one or two, or how many they have. No, all are brothers. So, how many sisters? Swami, no sister. Because next day, he has forgotten the syllabus. So, how many sisters? Swami, no sister. Hey, all are sisters. This is the answer. Anything Swami tells, all. That is the answer. So, Swami will come next day. How many wives? Swami, all are. Hey, no. How many friends? All are friends. No, only God is the only friend. So, possibly, Swami had said, yogis are your true friend. But possibly there is an acute shortage of yogis nowadays. That's why Swami says, God is your only friend here. For all practical purposes, take God as your only friend. Everything else is changing. True, right? It changes. When now you are in what stand? What class? 7th standard. Who is your best friend in your class?
Tejas.
Huh? Tejas, right? I just now told Swami is best friend. See, that's why telling doesn't matter. No problem. Tejas. Okay, Tejas. I am also like this. I also had. When I was in 7th standard there, right? 7th standard, my best friend was Sumesh. So yours is Tejas. Now in 1st standard, you remember your best friend? Tejas only, yeah? Great. This is great. Because for me in 1st standard, Prabal was my best friend. In 4th standard, Prajakta was my best friend. In 7th standard, it was Sumesh. So, a rolling trophy, like World Cup, once in 3 years it changes. That itself makes us know that this is not best friend for life. Very rare you are good. But Swami would say a true best friend is he who takes you towards God, and God ultimately is your true best friend. So, he was seeking God only. In 1996, when he went for Seva, his parents and relatives got a new weapon against Raja. What happened? When he went to Parthi and did Seva, he got tuberculosis. When he came back, the doctor said that so many injections you have to take, so many medicines you have to take. It's life threatening. It became very serious. And the parents said, this is what happens. Go to some God man, some guru, keep serving. You are going to die because of that. And then, see this. The humility. See, this is the touch of Swami. Raja goes to his mother and says, Amma, I totally agree what you're telling. I'm so sorry I'm causing pain to your heart. But mom, if I don't go there, I'll die, mom. I'll die a more horrible death. I can't stay without. And the mother also melts. What can she do? Because ultimately the mother loves the child. And the child is telling, mother, what you're telling is true. I went and did Seva and I got tuberculosis there. It is foolishness. But Amma, I'd rather die of tuberculosis than not go there. I'll die without that. If I don't see my Swami, I'll die. And the parents had to accept. This is the truth. Padma Kasturi, the daughter of Professor Kasturi, she was narrating that on one occasion, because if you look at the life of Professor Kasturi, we always see Professor Kasturi and say, lucky fellow, how blessed. When we get to know his life, nobody will want to exchange our place with Professor Kasturi. Does anybody want to exchange place with Professor Kasturi? Very tough. He lost his eldest son very early. So many difficulties. His wife went through so much medical issues. He himself was suffering. So much so that one day Padmamma, she went and told her father, Father, what has Swami given you? For all the loyalty, devotion and this, that you have, dedication that you have offered, you are struggling, you are suffering so much. Why, Dad, how does this make sense? And he said, my daughter, as a daughter, you have every right to ask this. You are correct in your thinking. But what I will do, he is Supreme Parabrahman, I love him, I can't stay without him. That is it. Mirabai said, I will drink. Rather than give up Krishna's name, I will drink that poison. Because that is what is giving ultimate joy and contentment. Because nothing else is going to give you that. The peace and contentment will not come from outside, it will come from inside. And Swami would give the example of a dog chewing a bone. Chewing the bone, lad, and when the bone pokes the gum, blood comes, the dog is drinking its own blood. Oh, this bone is terrific. The bone is not terrific. That blood is coming from you only. So also when you are feeling happy, that happiness is coming from you. We think that having a Mercedes car brings happiness, right? Swami says, if that is the case, why don't you go and sit in front of a Mercedes showroom? Just feel happy. No, it depends where the Mercedes car is parked. If it is in my compound, it is happiness. If it is in neighbor's compound, it is, that fellow has got, I don't have. Correct? So it is not there in that, it is the happiness is within us only. And this is something that has to be taught. So he told, Raja Bhaiya said, I can't, I may have tuberculosis, I have to go. 71st birthday is coming, then read volunteers, I am going to go, I want to be with Swami. He came, and the first day he came, Swami materialized vibhuti for him and gave it to him. It was spicy vibhuti, he says, like chili, spicy vibhuti. Swami said, don't worry, it will be fine. That very day he stopped medicines. Look at his faith. He stopped medicines. 2 months later, he goes and gets his checkup done. Completely clear. No tuberculosis at all. Nothing at all. Nammaka chadina varu unnaru kani nammi chadina varu leru, Swami would say. There are people who have got ruined because of lack of faith. But having faith, those who have got ruined, there are none. Well, I want to just read out something that Swami said. I am nearing the conclusion. Swami would say, when we think of this Balvikas, Swami would say, the ideal of Balvikas is to raise a generation of boys and girls who have a clear and clean conscience, the connection with God. The actual syllabus is not important. What is important is creation of an atmosphere where noble habits and ideals can grow. So yes, it is good that it's formal, organization way, syllabus, section 1, group 2. Don't go so much into that we forget the purpose. The purpose is to keep an atmosphere where children can grow in their love and idealism. That's all. My wife's grandfather, I knew him in Bombay itself. We knew him as Mohan Uncle. He used to run Balvikas class. Now he is like grandfather for me because he is my wife's grandfather. Back then as a child he was just Mohan Uncle. So yeah, Mohan Uncle used to take Balvikas, and in their neighboring house itself there was one Gujarati family, one child who was extremely mischievous, extremely naughty, very destructive, breaking stuff, can't sit in one place only. So when Mohan Uncle told you, send for Balvikas, universal cure, send for Balvikas. What a great seva it is that Balvikas gurus do, hats off to them. So he started seeing that this child just can't sit, can't chant shloka, nothing. But stories that boy likes. So the whole thing, no syllabus and all, nothing that, group 1 Omkaram Bindu Samyuktam, group 3 Shiva Chandra Mauli, bigger ones, nothing. He threw away all the syllabus. The next 3 months his Balvikas class was only stories. Only stories. And the difference that it made, in that child. The parents came and said, we don't know this Satya Sai Baba what, but great. They have not seen Swami, but they said, if this is what Satya Sai Baba's follower is doing, something is there in Satya Sai Baba. That is why Swami would say, a time will come when I will be known by you. My darshan will flow through you. That is what it is. His message should become our life. Our life should be his message. And that is how this boy became a Balvika student automatically. Because I feel at some level, we get into a kind of corporatization of organization. People are not coming, what we should do. And the way you take measures in the corporate, like that we take measures. No, Sai organization is a very organic organization built on love, that's all. The main purpose, the only purpose is to build love and knowledge of the truth, that God is the ultimate, that's all. How it happens doesn't matter. If it happens by bhajans, do bhajans. Swami saw that some people can achieve that by serving medically. So he started a hospital. If you look at Swami as an organization builder, very, very non-strategic it is. Like, no core competence, nothing. He does one hospital in Parthi, he does one hospital in Bangalore, then he does one housing project in Orissa, then he does some earthquake relief in Gujarat, then tsunami relief in Tamil Nadu. What is your core? Because everybody has a core and nothing. Where there is a need, if anybody wants, I will. If a doctor wants to serve and feel God through his profession, I'll build a hospital for that doctor. That's all it is. If the doctor is done and nothing, nobody needs, then I don't need the hospital. To John Hislop, Swami says, he says, Swami, nobody is coming to that Sai center only. We are thinking how to increase numbers in one Sai center in America. Swami said, if nobody is coming, then shut it down, no need. That's how Swami has been brutal. Because I am not here to build organization numbers. Don't come and tell 1,000, 10,000 came, 15,000 came. In fact, during one of the, I forget the date, but during one of these conferences, Swami said, simply you will come here and reel out and tell 100 mixers we distributed, 200 bags you distributed. Don't tell me about quantity, tell me about quality. Tell me one story who got touched. Tell me who came and told you we felt God here. And Swami said, now any reports, come and read. Nobody had the courage, I think, to go and read report after that. Because we think this only. 100 wet grinders distributed, 400 kgs of rice we did for 100th birthday, 100 kg will. That's okay. It's nice to feel good. But that is not the thing. The main thing is, did we feel love? Brother Deepakananda was giving a talk in Swami's presence, and at the end of that talk, people clapped. Swami said, oh, good talk, no? Everybody is clapping. He said, no, Swami, if you tell Swami how was the talk. Swami said, how will you know if your talk is good or not? He said, that's why, Swami, I am asking you. You tell Swami. If you are happy, that means talk is good. Swami said, now I am here. But if I am not here, how will you know talk is good? Swami then said, if after your talk, even if one person comes and tells you, I felt Swami, that means I was there and your talk was good. The same thing holds good for our seva, for our study circle, for our Balvikas. Anybody, one person at least feels, hey, I felt something beautiful, something divine, something loving, something Swami here. Then that is what it is. That is what matters for Swami. It's not about how many we are doing, numbers, rules. No, it's not that. Yes, to some extent discipline is needed, but always devotion first. General Mahadevan, who had served as state president, in fact, during this 1983 Balvikas discourse that I am speaking about, very coincidental because it was organized by General Mahadevan, and even this Arun Patro, whom I narrated, he came to Swami in 1983 first during this Balvikas Conference only. Coincidentally, it all happened to merge that way. But General Mahadevan would say when Swami had come, he requested Swami to visit the regiment. He was in the army. So Swami agreed and he went there. When he went there, everybody just rushed and fell at Swami's feet. Swami looked at him and said, hey Mahadevan, what happened to your army discipline? He said, Swami, army discipline went to second line. Devotion has come to first line now. I can't do anything. Yes. That is what it is. Swami wants discipline, but more than discipline, it is devotion. Devotion, just to keep it little bit in bounds, discipline is needed. So much emphasis on discipline that you forget devotion, then no meaning at all. There was a time when Swami mentioned to the Vice Chancellor, what are these boys running behind Swami's car like rowdies, like dogs and cats like that? Because everybody would run behind Swami's car, no? So that's it. That Vice Chancellor was very strict. He incorporated a rule immediately. Nobody will run, nobody will step out also. Just stand 5 feet away in a straight line. That's all. A few days later, Swami asked, hey, why boys are not running behind my car? Swami, rule was passed. What rule? Remove that rule. Remove it. I don't know if Swami expressed like this, but I am imagining. Yeah, Swami, nothing doing. They have to run. Come here for that only. They have to come. In fact, that is why Swami started the hostel first. So that they have that thirst for God. That is what ultimately matters, because when we say all we want in life is happiness, Swami tells us happiness is union with God. That's all it is. I'll conclude with one small little thing. Mohan uncle, whom I told about, Pooja's grandfather, he suddenly became a famous Balvikas teacher because one of his students is the most beautiful person in the whole world. Aishwarya Rai. Aishwarya Rai was his Balvika student, and she had done 2 dramas also when he used to write dramas, script dramas. So somebody mentioned to me that, hey, it seems your grandfather is the Balvika's guru for the most beautiful person in the world. I said, no. He is the Balvika's guru for so many beautiful people in the world, because beauty is not skin deep. As I said, it will fade away. Beauty is character. Swami says the true beauty is character. The end of education is character. And that is what, whether it's an SSE class or a Balvika's class, inculcates in the child. Character. Swami would say, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost, because you can get it back. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. That is why they would even tell with Rama, Pran jaye par vachan na jaye. No. Because life, they would say, what? Prana parityagaha namana parikhandanam pranatyaga kshanam chaiva manabhango dine dine. Say, give up your life, not your word, not your self-respect, because once life you have to give up only once. Giving up your character is a repeated black mark again and again in life. Character is the most important, and when we have men and women of character, not just the world peace and country will be strong, even in personal life. In fact, that is the reason why Sai students are accepted in companies, not because they are the most brilliant. Most brilliant are so many others, but they know that this character is sound. Everything else we can teach, character we can't teach. This whole marks and all that we emphasize on, no, exam time I can't send for Balvikas. What rubbish it is, because when you finish, you're the topper, gold medalist. When you join a company, you know what they do? First 6 months they put you under training. You may be the gold medalist also, but because it's totally different, what you learned is okay, fine. What you got marks in 10th standard is useful only till 11th standard. Now when they introduce me also, what they introduce me? He spread Swami's message, he does this. Nobody told that I was the first ranker in 10th standard. Why? Because it doesn't matter. At that time we make it for the child that 10th standard is the most important. That is everything in life. It is nothing in life. After getting admission in 11th, your 10th marks don't matter at all. Only if you don't study further, just to give proof for your passport maybe you need. That to pass mark is enough there. So yes, it's good to make them study, it's good to make children learn arts, it's good to make them learn sports. But let us remember that these are all the dinner and entertainment options in an aircraft journey. We should not forget to teach the children about the ultimate destination, which is Swami. Dear Swami, may everything that we think, everything that we speak, and everything that we do increase the love that we have for you. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.